What you're about to watch is a private recording of a sales training I did for a dating offer for men run by a pretty big influencer in the space. And in this call, what we're going to do is review a series of sales calls that he did, and I'm going to give feedback on them. Specifically, what we're going to handle is how to, one, handle people that think it's too expensive or it's out of their budget, not what they're expecting, and they want to think about it. And then two, how to turn deposits into closes. Now, what I'll tell you is most closers in the space do deposits because it's something that makes them feel good and productive, like they did all they could. But really all that does is prevent you from making more commissions and obviously the company making more revenue. And in 99% of cases, deposits, and all it is you as a closer not pushing that final 1% to really push a prospect across the line to get a credit card number, not for a $500 or $1,000 refundable deposit, but the full price of the program. And if you have them on that 1 yard line, there's no reason just not to push them across altogether. So in this call, I pierced through exactly what this closer was doing wrong that I'm sure 99% of you are watching when it comes to your deposits as well. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Cool. I had one question. Just looking at the numbers from Cody last week, like the closes are definitely up, which is great. My one thought is that he still had 8 deposits and 10 closes, which makes me think that, like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that number was like concerning to you, Temple. That was the only number that actually stood out to me, I thought, out of like the whole breakdown. But
yeah,
I don't know your thoughts on that.
I mean, it's a lot of deposits. What tells me is if he's getting, like, if it was like 3 deposits, whatever, but if it's 10, most likely out of those 10, I would say like 3, maybe 4 could have actually just paid.
Right.
So let's do this. Cody, can you give me a call that you got a deposit on?
Yeah, I'd have to upload it.
Let's review that instead. And then I can just accurately say, yeah, this could have been a close or not.
Okay.
Do you have one that in mind, Cody, that like ended up being a deposit, but like you felt like this guy was possibly qualified?
Let me see. One sec. It's gonna take about 5 minutes to upload it minimum.
No worries. While you're uploading it though, just off your own gut feeling, man, like, do you feel any one of those could have actually become a real close instead of a deposit, or they all 100%? There was no if and or but, they had to be a deposit.
Probably a 1, 2, maybe 3. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, my assumption probably is it's even more, to be frank with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like that number is high. 10 closes, 8 deposits. That's almost like 1-to-1.
Yeah, it's pretty high. And Cody, you're a good closer, and you're closing at 30%. So I have a feeling you'd be closing at like 35, close to 40, if we switch some of those deposits into closes.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna upload one of them. Alignment, right? Because it's not just like a video course Coach Kyle sends you and it's like, good luck, Jacob, right? It's actually, and the coaches in the trenches with you, like really rolling up the sleeves to help you to create this dating life that you were mentioning your line, right? So with that being said, again, money aside, like, how are you feeling program? Let's say on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being hated, 10 being you think is exactly what you need, and Coach Kyle's the guy to get you there. Like, where do you feel like you place?
I'm thinking like a 6.5, 7. So like definitely on the positive side. Like it sounds good. It sounds literally just like therapy. Like a guy is here to help you. You have an outline there. You meet with them regularly and you discuss what were your challenges, what were your wins, how could you improve. And I feel like I'm at a stage where it's like I need the help. Like it would be nice to have the help, and I feel like I would benefit.
Awesome, man. So solid 6, 5, 7. I mean,
yeah.
Would there be anything that would stop you from being, say, like an 8, 9, or a 10?
No, I mean, I was gonna say an 8, but I was just being a little bit conservative. 9 or a 10. A 10 would be like, wow, this is like the best thing I've ever heard. Not saying that this isn't it, but I feel like a 9 or a 10 would come while I was in the program. Like a 9 or a 10 would be like after results, like, wow, like this was one of the best things I ever did. I have to see results for me to be like 9 or a 10.
Yeah, appreciate the honesty there, man. And I'm the same way too, right? Like, I know that nothing is certain in life except for death, right?
Yeah.
So it would be, I guess, unethical for me to tell you, yeah, dude, like you're coming to the program, you're getting laid here and there, but what I can tell you, man, is, and we've done the statistics for this, we have like a 95% success rate with the guys that come in. Now, what I can tell you is the 5% unlucky ducks here that don't get the results that they are looking for are the guys that, don't show up to live calls, don't do the homework, right? And when kind of like they hit a roadblock or, they hit a rejection, they kind of just bury their head in the sand and don't reach out for help. So if you were to do this, Jacob, like, can you promise me that like you'll actually do the homework, do the missions, and reach out for help when you're
I can guarantee you that. I know I'm self-aware enough to know that I'm a driven person, and I ask for help. I first try to figure it out, but if I can't figure it out, I'm gonna ask for help. I always do that.
Awesome, man. So I don't see why you wouldn't absolutely crush it in here, man.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, appreciate it.
Sure. So awesome, man. You feeling good? Feeling confident?
Yeah, feeling good, man. Yeah, feeling good. Good call.
Yeah. Where do you want to go from here, man? I kind of run you through like next steps, but let me know.
Next steps, yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Yeah. So next steps, Jacob, essentially I'll go over the investment, right, of the program, the fireworks. And once that's processed, what we do is we book out a one-on-one call with you where we'll reverse engineer your goals coming into the program, right? Set you up with your first mission, first homework to do, and then we'll connect you with some of the guys and we'll get the ball rolling.
Sounds good.
In terms of the investment, it's pretty simple. So it's with Coach Kyle and it's $2,800.
Okay, $2,800. Is that just a one-time payment or is that a payment plan you can do?
I'd say majority of our guys do it in one time, but can I ask you like what's behind that question?
Honestly, I don't even know. Like, if I'm gonna be real with you, I have the money. Like, I could pay the 2,800. Just payment plan just sounds better. I'm not thinking about. I wouldn't like back out like halfway through. I wouldn't do that. That's unethical. But I don't know. Just a payment plan does sound better. Maybe also because like it's just like, oh, 2,800, come right at me. But yeah, those are my thoughts. I don't know why. I did come into the call with thinking that it would be somewhere around the $400 to $500 range. So that could also be why.
Appreciate the honesty, but again, like I'm putting money aside here. Like, how are you feeling about the program? You feeling good about working with Coach Kyle? Do you feel like this is something you actually need?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely more of a need. Like if there was a 1 to a 10 scale, I feel like again I'm on like a 6.5, 7. Like I definitely would benefit to this.
Cool, awesome, man. Well, is it okay if I give you my like honest feedback on everything so far?
Yeah, sure.
So if I were you, man, I would do it all up front. And the reason is the guys that I see that come into this, who put that kind of like skin in the game, essentially, are the guys that really crush it, like really take action and have some weight, some depth to this, right? So that's just my honest feedback.
Gotcha. I mean, it makes sense. Like if you go all in, why wouldn't you put in all your effort?
Exactly.
Do I have to make this decision right now?
Absolutely not, man. But
okay.
How are you feeling so far?
I'm feeling good. I'm definitely just like running numbers in my head, just because like, Jesus Christ. So I'm just thinking right now.
Yeah,
just thinking.
No rush.
I'm just like kind of going through like my goals in the next like 5 years financially, and just trying to think like, is this going to have a major impact? Because I'm just gonna be honest, I'm renting right now. I would love to like have my own place, meaning like buy in like a year or two. I'm trying to think, is 2,800 actually gonna make a huge difference in the grand scheme of things? And I'm thinking no, because it really doesn't. Like, it's not that much money compared to like if you're gonna put 2,800 to like buy a house, that's really not that much.
Right. Is it okay if
I can't put 2,800 to buy a house?
I just chime in on that?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, for sure, man. And I can appreciate that. Like you have these goals for having a house, and I respect you for that. I mean, again, probably ahead of most guys your age for doing.
Appreciate it.
Now, you also had mentioned that you have a specific goal to have like this genuine relationship with a girl within the next year here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So do you see like, I mean, if you were to actually get this girl, do you see how that could impact like maybe you leveling up to maybe even make more money like with other things? Or if you were to kind of just not figure this out, go a couple more years and like investing more of your resources in that, like do you see how that can maybe impact like the cost analysis on that?
Yeah, the part with the girl, I don't know how that would help me level up because I don't have like that experience. I don't know how that would affect me. But the other point, I can definitely see not really like the resources I would put in, but the time. Like trying to think like, would I actually like how long is the program? I didn't ask that. Like how long are most people in it for?
We'll work with you until you get the result that you're looking for here. Typically, it's
okay.
What we found is it's 8 weeks to do that, but like we don't boot you out or anything. We'll work until that happens.
Okay, so like 2 months, 2 to 3 months ish. Yeah, I'm just trying to think like, is that like I know that 2 to 3 months would make a big difference. I'm just trying to think like, where would I be in like 3, 4 years? Like not with the program, but without the program. Like
that's a great thought. Yeah,
I don't know how I would be. Yeah, I can't even fathom like how it would be. That's way too far out.
So let's look at that within like what's your plan if 2 years? I guess you're still in the same position.
That would suck. That would suck.
But like, do you see how that could like affect you? Maybe
mentally?
Maybe financially. Yeah. That impact. Like,
yeah. It definitely would affect me mentally. Yeah, it would definitely like self-esteem, confidence, a little bit more anxiety. Yeah, definitely. And I appreciate you helping me.
I'm with you.
Yeah, dude. I mean, so far this is not bad at all. Main thing, dude, I would do to like he's perceiving right now, and you're coaching him through it, right? But he's perceiving money as greater than time. So money is greater and more valuable than time. And as long as he is in that state of mind, there is no hard closing him. So what we need to do first is change his perspective, which you're kind of doing, right? But I would just be a bit more direct with it. And then we can hard close him. So for example, I first want to like get him open to being changed, right? So I'm like, gosh, well, would he be open to possibly like looking at this from a different perspective? And he'll say yes. And then what I want to do is I want to hit him with a pattern interrupt. Because right now his brain is going a million miles an hour. Like, the adrenaline's high, got the price drop. I wasn't expecting that high. Like a bunch is going on. So I just want to like stop that train, and then I can get him on a new train. So I'll just ease my way through it, and I'll be like, dude, isn't it interesting how the majority of folks live their lives like they have an infinite amount of time and a limited amount of money? Even though yet money is infinite and time is scarce. So I understand like you came on, you're expecting $400 to $500, like you said, 2,800 to hit you, wasn't expecting that. But at the end of the day, whichever decision you choose is your responsibility. And all my responsibility is to make sure I help you make as an educated decision as possible by providing you as much insight as I can. And the insight I have to share with you is it seems by thinking you need to think about it because it was 2,800 opposed to 500, even though you just said you have the money, you're possibly exchanging a non-renewable resource, which is time, for a renewable resource, which is money. I could be off though. You let me know. Right? So all we're doing there is changing her perspective on it. And like, yeah, I guess I'm thinking about it kind of silly. And then we can start hard closing once we have that agreement. I say, gotcha. 2 years from now, let me ask you this, not even 2 years from now. Do you remember $2,800 that you spent 2 years ago? No. Right? Do you think you're gonna remember that $2,800 in another 2 years? Like, that 2,800 I could have gotten this video game. Do you think you're really gonna think that? No. But like you said, in 2 years, you are gonna be in a bad mental health space. You're not gonna be happy with your results. You're gonna be stuck in the same position, if not worse.
So reframe the real problem, the real issue of the time, money before hard closing.
Correct. You got to, and it's just not just that. It's like any perspective. Like if let's say he thought he could do it on his own, right? Like then you got to change the perspective that he can't before you hard close him. But like whatever it is, that's the issue closers have with hard closing is they go straight for the gut or the juggler, but you can't do that because he has a guard up, right? So you need to change his perspective first on the way he's thinking it, and then once you're both on the same side, then it's not you versus him anymore. It's you and him versus his limiting belief, which is much easier to overcome.
Yeah. Got it.
Yeah. And then, dude, you could even do like identity shift work with them on top of that. And you can be like, dude, so obviously Kyle just didn't like wake up out of the womb and like start getting girls. Like, so looking at that, and I'm sure you looked into his story and you've been watching his YouTube, like, you know where he came from and what he's had to go through. Let me ask you this. When he was at this point in his life, and he realizes enough was enough, and he was on a decision, because he's had mentors too. Do you think he sat on that call and said, I don't know, I could probably use this 2,800 another 2 years? Or do you think he said, no, it's finally time to make a change about this and become the person I want to be and live the only one life I have in the most fullest, fulfilling, happy, satisfied way possible? The latter, right? And if you're coming in here and you want to be like Kyle, not in terms of like be his personality, like be him or like get his tattoos, but have his type of results, how do you think you need to make decisions? Like Kyle would, right? So let me ask you this. What would Kyle say on this call right now? Okay. Final question. What do you think you should be saying? And then hard close it, wrap it up.
That's good.
Cool. Sweet. Yeah, man. I mean, we can go back and forth here. Do you have the other call loaded? I'm more interested in the deposit stuff.
Yeah. It should be done now. Yeah, it's finished.
What was the status with this guy? He just didn't close?
Yeah, we set up another call, but he didn't close.
Interesting.
What is that word? Preserve something from it. I can definitely get something out of it.
Okay, but why though?
Again, I think that from the videos, I think Coach Kyle's is honestly, I really enjoy the content, the way he presents it, and we connect.
Yeah.
And I feel like he'd be the right coach for me. But yeah, it's just way out of my budget, unfortunately.
Okay, cool.
So if we could do like split it up, work that out somehow, that might be doable, depending on what it is.
Cool.
Because I'm not like a millionaire. I do make 6 figures, but then again, my apartment costs a boatload, you know. So
Cool. So totally get it, man. Totally understand like where you're at right now. Now, like I said, man, I'm totally cool to split it up. If we can come up with a plan here.
yeah, I'd love to come up with a plan. Just let me know what your proposal is.
We don't really, like I said, everything he does is personalized, so we don't really have any like set payment plans. So Alex, are you cool? Are you comfortable just having like an open, honest discussion where you're at?
I'm open. I'm absolutely 100% down. I really do feel like you guys can help me.
Awesome, man. Awesome, cool. So Alex, just to know where you're at right now, what's your cash on hand liquid?
As far as like what I have in my bank.
Or just liquid right now. What are you working
So so right now, every month I'll bring in maybe $9,000, 9 to 10 grand
Okay.
a month. My apartment is 3,200.
Got it.
And then my spending is maybe like 2 to 2,500.
Okay, let's say 25 on the high end. Okay.
So that totals up, and I would honestly be okay with doing 150 a month, if that's doable for you guys. But I can do that every month
Yeah.
for sure without missing a payment.
So yeah, I appreciate you breaking that down for me. And just to be fully transparent and honest, a monthly payment of that, which would take over a year to pay off, that wouldn't be doable for us. What I could do, and this is really stretching it, is I can let you in for 500 a month over the course of 5 months. So I'll even.
Yeah, but before you do that, I would maybe I misunderstood something. I'm sorry. He said he brought 9K, brings 9K a month. Apartment's 3,200, and then he spends 2K to 2,500, right?
Yeah.
That's 3,200 to 3,800 left over every single month.
Right.
So we got to call that out, right? That's a bit weird. That he's saying he could do 100 a month. That makes no sense. I mean, he could pay off the whole program. So that definitely needs to be called out and addressed.
Bring down the price of the program for $300, and we'll just do it over 5 months.
Okay.
Now you're bargaining with him, right? And you don't want to bargain with him because that's what salespeople do. You're a leader. You're a coach. So you need to like call him out as a leader and coach. Like, dude, what you just said just makes no sense.
500 a month is still a little. Can we do 250?
Unfortunately, that's the lowest we can go. Typically, it's either over 2 months or 3 months, but I'm trying to work with you here in a minute.
No, I know you're trying. I appreciate that. It's just that I'm also trying to meet us halfway too. Yeah, it's too high.
So when you say it's too high, is it like you're literally like
Because I need to be able to eat too, so.
Yeah, and I don't want to put anyone in a position where they're not.
Yeah. It's just that this will definitely help me, but also I want to be able to eat, So it's like.
Yeah. Okay. Can I shoot Coach Kyle a message and see what we can do here?
Sure.
I'll help you, my man. You're a good guy.
Thank you. And I mean,
One second, Alex. I'm gonna shoot Coach Kyle a call here and see what we can do.
okay. What was it?
383 for 6 months.
Next. That might be doable. Okay.
Can we cut back on some Netflix subscription?
Yeah, I think so. But I need Netflix in case I have chicks over.
All right. Well,
That's okay. Maybe we'll cut out on HBO Max. We'll cut out on some eating out as far as like going to restaurants and stuff like that. That's like $100 each, right? So because my goal is for the next few months to keep my bill under a certain amount, like at least 1,200.
So if we can do that for you, my man, you promise that like you're gonna show up to live calls. If you ever hit a roadblock, struggle, you want to you're gonna reach out for help.
Absolutely.
Cool. You ready to change your life, man?
I am ready to literally. Yes, ready to change my life.
Let's do it, man. I'm excited. Just gonna need your full name with your email in the chat. We'll set you up here, my man.
And can I pay the first one in February 1st? Or basically next week.
Okay.
Because like my credit card bill is end of the month. It's already at 2,500, so I won't go over that.
Okay.
And this is me being honest with you of how I'm spending, which you guys might actually be able to help me. Like to engrave into my head, like, dude, stop spending so much. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No problem. Man. So you're saying February 1st after you pay the credit
February
card?
1st. Yeah. So because the credit card bill, the end of the month is coming up. Usually I get the statement 31st. I already checked my Chase account. It's literally at 2,500. So I want to keep it at that for now. February 1st, you'll get the first payment.
Cool. Not a problem, man. We can totally start you then. What we just do on this is just our back end process.
Yeah.
Take a small refundable deposit of $100. Could you
Okay. That's fair.
And then we'll take it off of the payment on the first.
Cool.
So I'm gonna send
Bro, yeah, dude, you had to call this guy's financial situation makes zero sense. Like, I'm not the best at finances myself, but like I can call out that something is not right here. 3,200 left over every single month at the minimum, and he wants to do a couple $100 a month payment plan. And then he doesn't have $300 set aside, but he has $100 set aside. So like what this guy needed, man, is just you to call him out and think, hey, what's really going on here? Like, I might be missing something. I've been on calls back to back all day, so I'm sorry if I am. Like, this doesn't make sense. And just point it out to him, the math. So I would have done that. Like, I wouldn't even have given him the 3 to 5. At most, I would have given him a 3 pay.
Yeah.
At most. Because this guy could 100% paid. And then on top of it, dude, I would have just told him, I was like, okay, no worries, dude. Like, if you don't need to put on a credit card, let's just do this. Put on a debit card. And then what will happen is if you want to put it on a credit card for the points, all that, I get that. Once your credit card statement's paid off, we can just refund the debit card and charge on the credit card.
Okay.
And then if he's like, oh no, I don't have that, or like, oh no, I'd rather just do it with a credit card, then you can call it like, come on, man, what's really going on here? So yeah, 100%, this guy shouldn't have been a deposit. What I want you to do, dude, as a challenge, because you told me like basically none of the deposits come through. So what I want you to do as a challenge, because you're already closing at KPI, so you're not going to lose any deals doing this. And most of these deposits aren't coming through, so you're still not going to lose a deal by doing this. You're only going to gain deals. I want you to say to yourself these next 2 weeks, no deposit, as long as Kyle's okay with it, of course, no deposits close on something, no matter what.
Okay. Cool.
Now let's see what happens. Worst case, I'm wrong, and we just revert back. But you're still not going to lose deals either way.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, because the issue with deposits, man, is like I see this with closers all the time. They get in the habit where it's like an easy way out, and you kind of feel like you got to win. You know, it looks good on the numbers technically, but no one's winning. You're not winning. You don't get the commission from it. Kyle's not winning. His business is not getting paid, and the prospect's not winning because they're not joining the program, getting their life changed. So
Yeah.
it's like an easy way to cop out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the issue. I'm just not calling out the bullshit.
Exactly. Yeah, that's all you need to do. Because I mean, dude, think of it's literally like someone in the program be like, oh, like I want to go cold approach this girl, but like, dude, like I got like this runny nose right now, and like I didn't sleep good. I'll cold approach tomorrow. Is that a deal? You're like, all right, 100% you'll do it tomorrow. Like, yeah, like it's the same thing. It's like all it is a delay into the inevitable, right?
Yeah.
So same deal here. Yeah, dude, I know you can close these guys. I know it. Just call them out. Be a leader.
Cool.
Past that, your close rate's really good. Closing 30%. You had a fire week last week. So just keep doing what's working and then just shoot for closes instead of deposits and you should close more.
Sounds good.
Awesome.